G'day, g'day, g'day. How are we all tonight? Evening, Paula. Good to see you here. I take it everyone is hearing me okay. If you can't hear anything, type in chat. Can hear anything, type in chat and let me know. Kicking off tonight with, I think, a very appropriate coin for Anzac Day weekend on the end here. The 2005 60th anniversary of the end of World War II coin. I think that's a very appropriate way to start off the hunt. Ooh. All right, into gear. How's everyone's weekend been? Anyone go to the dawn services yesterday or anything like that? Good morning, Kevin. Morning, Fox. How are we all? Yeah, so not sure, Kevin being in the USA, if you know, yesterday was Anzac Day, which is Australia and New Zealand's version. Well, it's not quite Veterans Day, but it's similar to that. It's kind of veterans, yeah. We remember all our war, people who've been to war, all our soldiers and that, especially the Australian New Zealand troops who fought in Gallipoli back in World War One at Anzac Cove in Turkey. Been an interesting weekend for that. Yeah. Unfortunately raining here in Brisbane yesterday during the services. Okay, 24, has that got any errors on it? Nope. Not much in this first roll so far. Okay, 76, not much at all in this first roll. Anyone seen any 2026 50-cent pieces out and about yet? Found my first 2026 10-cent piece this week. I have one whole 10-cent from 26 to go with the $2 and the $1. Let's say 97. There we go, ending the roll off with a low mintage coin, 4.3 million on this one. It's that's nice. Not what we're looking for, but nice. Okie. Yeah, I can imagine it would be a bit chilly there in Victoria this time of year. Well, it's getting cold up here in Brisbane, but for us that's, you know, getting down to 13 overnight, which for us is cold. But yes, I would not want to be in the high country or anything. Is that Mark or is that a... Have a look over there. Oh, it's a little bit of a mini cut error. Let me flip you over to the new screen here. Let's get something to point with. You can see there's a bit of a cud just here at the bottom of these two leaves below that star. Not sure it's much going on, but it's definitely a little bit of metal there which shouldn't be there. So interesting little cut error. Always a good find. Okay, what else have we got? No snack eyes on that one. Anyone found any good 50-cent coins this week? I've just had all the usual suspects in my recording hunts. I did actually get one of these this week. It was in pretty rough shape, so it went back to the bank, but it did have the road cud error on it, so that was a nice coin to see. even if it wasn't what we were looking for, even if we weren't able to keep it because it was, yes, in pretty rubbish condition. Okay, getting on here, 22, not much happening on this one. Do you think we will find a state and territory coat of arms tonight? I'm really hanging out for a Western Australian one so we can complete the book, but I'll take any which want to show their heads today. Or, you know, a error coin would be nice. The rotation would be good, or anything like that. 25. Still no visible errors on that one. YZ, g'day, how are you, mate? Good to see ya. Good to see you. Had a slowish start. We've got one low mintage coin and a 2024 with a minor cut error on it. I'll show it again at the end of the 50-cent hunt. But it's, same one, 2004, nothing on that one. It's, yeah, a 2024 with a minor cut error on it. That's just post-mint damage. Oh, there's another 97 low mintage, but rubbish condition. Yeah. Still, not much in 2 rolls, but hey, at least we're getting somewhere. How? Oh, definitely, yes, definitely getting cooler. Take it it's probably heating up over your way, Kevin, since it's cooling down over our way. I know there's streamers I watch who are in Arizona who are complaining about the heat already, but I'm not sure what it's like in Florida. Would assume it's starting to warm up a bit. 9. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a planchet error on one of those older coins. After that nice planchet find on the $1 during the week. 2022, no snake eyes. A couple of weeks out from the new Bluey coins coming out. That's big news. The war coins I talked about last week, Australia Post of, not Australia Post, Royal Mint, Royal Australian Mint put out a newsletter this week with them in it, but only 3 of them, which was interesting because there was a lot more in what they mentioned in the government instrument, and some of them had envelope privy marks, which sort of suggested that they'd be in partnership with Australia Post, but there's no mention of Australia Post, and there's no mention of the $1 coin, which they also talked about. All right, this one here has got the robe card error on it. Not sure if you can see it on there. Let me stick it over here under the magnification. There you go, got that little extra bit of metal just there. Pull it back down a bit. There at the bottom of the robe. There you go. Probably not going to keep that one because it's not in the best condition, but there are robe cards out there. That's the second one I found this week on a poor condition coin. Yeah, right. 18, nothing there. Yeah, so sometime in May, I think, is the ballot for those new war coins that the Royal Australian Mint are talking about. Is anyone going to go in for them? 3 20-cent coins by the look of it. It's been a while since they've had a 20-cent coin with a commemorative design on it. Of course, it's not intended for circulation commemorative design, rather than a circulating design, but still. Be interesting to see them out and about. Ooh, can't see anything on that one. All right. If you are watching this and you aren't yet subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe. I'm on the chasing 2,000 subscribers by the end of June. There's another robe cut here on this one. Again, not one worth keeping. What? 600? About 8% of my audience. If 8% of my audience subscribed, I'd hit 2,000. Apparently 78% of my audience is not subscribed according to YouTube, and I've got some stats for that showing up in the videos in coming weeks. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed, appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button and join in. It's absolutely free to subscribe. When do the next mintage figures get published? It'll come out in the annual report. Last year's annual report was a bit late. It didn't come out till early December. Normally around October, but yeah, last year's annual report was quite late. So I think the only thing in that annual report I'm waiting on is the $1 coins from 2025 to see whether they move up significantly or not. I think everything else is over the 5 million threshold that I set for my low mintage coins. Be interesting to see what happens this year with coins. Will they get any low mintage? I think there's 10 million on the, or 10 million that we know of. It's been reported for those mob of 6 roos, but it'll be interesting to see whether we get any more than just that. Hopefully not, because it's nice to have it as a semi-lowish mintage figure. Of course, I'm still yet to see a 2025 10-cent piece come through hunts in Brisbane. Got the 2026 one, but not the 2025 one. Continuing variation here. Commonly minted on the 50-cent piece, so it's not worth keeping. Green all over this one, so if it does have snake eyes cut, it's not staying. Okay. Let's see, 22, nothing there. Not getting much out of these coins today. These coins that came to us from NAB, so it'll be interesting to see what NAB compares like to ANZ and Westpac, where I've been getting the coins from previously. Of course, NAB has those signs all over their coin machines saying that they don't distribute commemorative coins. Like they can see what goes into the rolls. And quite a few of these come through tonight, which is, I guess, as I said at the start when we had that ender, appropriate for this weekend with Anzac Day yesterday. 70, that'll be Captain Cook. Oh, and there's another one. Yes, just proves my point. No Weary Dunlops though, just the Remembrance coin. Not getting far today with these coins, unfortunately. Ugh, and they're just green as anything. It's not nice. Oh, 2019 in rank broadly. Is this going to be languages? Yes. International Year of Languages. That's a nice low mintage find. Not going to stay because of that stuff on it, but it's still a low mintage definitive, which is a good find on a night where not much else is going on. It's not rotated. You found anything fun this week, Wisey? Anything come up in your searches? I had a good week. The episode's out in 2 weeks. It's been a good week for $2 here, but unfortunately we've got two very, very dirty commemorative $2 and one verdigris on it. Here we go, 2001, just Commonwealth. Other than that, did get a few definitives, few $1 commemoratives, corporate partnerships. No one cues flag on that millennium year. So got a couple of Aussie big things, a couple of great Aussie coin hunts from different series, a nice bingo coin from Bluey series popped up. So been having some success, just clearly not in these coins tonight. Come on, rotation error. On that one. Snake eyes? No. Alright. Oh, nothing happening there. Okay, 2016, nothing. 22. Not much showing up in these coins. That is disappointing. Double bar. Nope. Australia Day coin. That one's starting to go, but it's not quite. Oh, is that a crack down there? There's a crack there, but I'm not sure whether it's cracked from where or cracked from that planchet. Pop that over there for you guys. Do you reckon that crack there down her face is from the reaction in the metal on the planchet or from use? I reckon it's a bit too hard to tell if that's due to that reaction on the planchet or not. Second green dove, nice. I had a in Flinders Fields this week. So that'll be in the episode in 2 weeks' time. Yeah, what do you reckon on this one? O'Brien's in the chat. Is this a planchet error? Due to that, you can see the reaction in the middle there. Is that crack that, or is that crack going to be post-mint from wear and tear? What do you reckon? Planchet floor? Excellent. I'm going to keep that one then. All right. I am happy with that. Planchet error. To go with the card 2000 millennium year, not infused. I've got some merchandise coming, so you'll be able to recognise me at the ANDA show, Fox, when we get there. I'll be in Craig Collects merchandise. When it gets here, I'll show it in stream so you know what to look out for. But basically, be a hat and shirt with the Craig Collects logos on them. So I'll be identifiable at the shows. What do we got here? 25. No visible errors. Ooh, here we go. 2020, unfortunately, it's got the green on it. But otherwise, that is a very low mintage find, 1.1 million in 2020. That would have been nice if it didn't have that green on it. That's a pity. That is a pity indeed. Okay. So we are finding a few things here and there, but a lot of this stuff is going green. 2001, come on. No. Of course it's not going to be. Three rolls of 50-cent coins left. Yep, very disappointing indeed, Wisey. Very disappointing indeed. I've had quite a few coins this week which would have been keepers if it wasn't for the green on them. The blue ring from the 2016 Rio Olympics, I had that pop up this week in the recording session with a big splodge of verdigris on it, unfortunately. So, and a K for Koala from the Great Aussie Coin Hunt 2, I think. It was also very full of verdigris. It's quite sad seeing all these good coins with green all over them. Other languages coin. Again, not in a condition worth keeping, but one to stick aside just to show that we found it. Hmm. 18 rotation. No, Australia Day. Wow. Have a couple of things turn up and then a big run of nothing again. Seems to be the way. There we go, there's another 97, 4 point, what did I say, 4.3 million and 97. That's probably the pick of the three we've had today, but still not in a condition I'd consider keeping it in. Oh, there we go. We've finally got a Wary Dunlop after all those remembrance coins. Right. Sorted myself out. 2014. If we go to crop circle, no, we do not. Flinders. 13. 24. What's nope? Nothing on that one. End of the second half, we seem to be getting the Wary Dunlops coming through after all the remembrance coins in the first half. 9, no double bar. Okay, 24. Yeah, no, NAB is not looking favourable. They, well, to be fair, this is from a branch in a Westfield, not a CBD branch, but still, it's not giving me the finds that Westpac do on a recording hunt. Not that I'm comparing the big four, but I can say that Westpac does me right for 50 cents in the recording hunts, ANZ does me right for $1 coins in the recording hunts, and so far NAB hasn't done me right for much. Although, 2 error coins tonight, which isn't to be sneezed at. Okay. Ooh, hello. Hey, and it's Western Australia. There we go. NAB is looking brilliant, Paula. That is the Western Australian coat of arms. That means book number 2 is finished. You've got 2 more episodes already recorded with book number 2, but in 3 episodes' time, we will be starting book number 3. That is brilliant. I am very, very, very happy with that. That is going into the book, and we are finishing the book. Woohoo! So there you go, sneak peek for everyone who's in the live stream. You know that the next 2 episodes in book number 2 are the last 2 episodes in book number 2. Something different about this coin. No, I think it's just freshish. That does make up for everything else not being in good condition. I mean, not the best of conditions, that coin, but it is a winning coin. This is the last roll of the 50 cents, and we've got 10 rolls of $1 coming up next. Say 81. So I'm actually quite happy with how this hunt has gone. It's been slow at times, but we have got a planchet error coin, a cud error coin, and the one coin I was missing to complete the book. That's been a great look through. Which one's that? 2024. I'm going to set that 2024 back up under the magnification because I don't think you were here, Wisey, when we saw it. So this is that 2024 coin, and you'll see that, where am I? That's a little bit of extra metal just there at the bottom of those leaves. So not a full and complete coin like I found before, but that's still a little bit of extra metal on the coin which shouldn't be there. So that, the planchet error, and of course the coin I was missing. That's been a good hunt in the 50 cents. I'll start at $1. One of these rolls has a potential error. And what's that? Now you're starting off with a year 2000, but it is not a mule coin. Oh, may not be a mule coin, but it is a honking great backpack cud. No, it's not. It's just dirt on the coin. I thought it was a backpack cud because it looked like it was just up the top here. It's just dirt going through the kangaroo, which is unfortunate. Anyway, got all excited for no reason. Hopefully we will find some corporate partnership coins as we go through these $1 coins. Or anything else for that matter would be nice. Yeah, 25, nope. Oh, that's dirty for 24. That's dirty for a 23. Just one of those hunts. You think you've got something and then it turns out not to be. Here's this Anzac 2014. It is, though, even though it is the highly minted one, it is an appropriate coin for the weekend, along with those other two we found in the 50 cent hunt. Okay. Hey, there we go. That's a keeper, 2017 Anzac. Just grab my, Put the light over, grab my cheat sheet. 2017, 1.9 million. That's the low minted one in the Anzacs. So that's a keeper. That's a very good find and a great weekend to find it on. Of course, Sir Charles is going into my hoard. But I wouldn't mind finding a Qantas coin as well today. That'd be a nice find. How are we going? Has everyone liked the video? Let's see where we're up to with thumbs up. Where are we? Ooh, pure activity. Only 6 likes. 6 likes, and there are 19 concurrent viewers. So if you haven't hit that thumbs up, appreciate it if you could. All right. Get back to the right screen. There we go. Okay, what else can we find? What else can we find? APEC 2015. Okay. Excellent, good to see people liking the video. Thank you for that. What else will this hunt give us? Oh, there's something. 2023 Queen's Memorial Obverse. Big things or AFL? AFL Premiership season. It's the AFL trophy. There we go. 1.25 million, I think, on these ones. That's a good find. Is that another 2,000? That's another 2,000, which isn't a mule error. Gone from not finding a 2,000 coin for about 4 weeks to having 2 tonight, and neither of them giving me a mule. I guess that's, you know, a rare coin, so. All right. I'm going. 2006, is that just dirt? Yes, it is. Keep thinking I'm seeing CAD errors, but it's just dirt. Well, I've got the magnification there so I can see and confirm. All right. Okay, there, 2 coins, 2 keepers from 2 rolls so far. It's not a bad. Why has this got sellotape on it? Not a bad return. Or on camera hunt. Yeah. Better be something good in this, considering how long it's taken me to get into it. How many 26 $1 coins have I found to date? I want to say somewhere north of 10 and south of 20, but I'm not sure how many exactly. I want to say like 16 maybe. 2020, you get a chance at Qantas. Ooh, no, just a very shiny definitive. Very shiny definitive. They are coming through. They're just coming through slowly. On 1 or 2 a hunt at the moment. Definitely think they are out being released more commonly in Sydney than they have up here. Definitely got 8 from my father-in-law in Sydney. And yeah, I've got maybe 8 in total up here in circulating hunts. Okay, back to a slowdown on these coins. Landcare Australia, no privy mark, no mint mark, no cut error. Disappointing. It was a fairly shiny 2013 there, but not what we were after. Okay, 2001, are we going to get a rotation? No, no rotation error on that one, but it is followed up by 2003 Australian Volunteers. 4 million, I believe, on this one. That makes it low mintage in my book, so that's a keeper for me. Oh. Haven't seen any, well, I say I haven't seen any corporates, but then I remember we've got the AFL coin. So yes, we've seen one corporate partnership coin come through so far, but no sign of any 2026s yet. It's definitely suggesting to me that you can find good stuff at NAB, but it is a bit hit and miss. It seems to be a little bit more consistent through ANZ and Westpac at least. Interesting to see how that works out. Over coming weeks as we do more from different banks and see which one gives us the best options. Nine, yep. Okay, nothing on that. Not much going on again. Oh, International Year of Peace. 2015, is that just dirt? Yes, it is. How's the leg on that one? I can see a leg. It's not missing its leg. Not a lot coming through. Guides, Dono Dollar. Of course, the other than finding a rotated rotated federation or a mule euro coin, if we found the changeover coin, I'd be very, very happy, because then I'd be able to close book number 2 of the $1 coin hunt as well. Make it a very good night if I could close both books tonight. But I don't know if that's going to, I don't think that's going to happen based on my luck of never finding a changeover coin, $1 changeover coin in circulation in the role I haven't been given specifically for that reason. Also not seeing 524. Just an unassuming 24 like this one I flipped over the other day and found the bingo coin. And a few of those in the last couple of weeks, but you haven't seen Bluey for quite a while. I don't know where she's hiding out, but get new Bluey coins in a couple of weeks, and I believe it's $2 coins, which will be the change coin. That is the ANDA show, which will be up here in Brisbane. They've done one in Hobart a couple of weeks ago. There'll be ANDA shows in Perth, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane. 2020 we'll get Qantas? No. But yes, now I'll be going to the Brisbane one, at least on the Saturday, maybe not on the Sunday. And no rotation on that one. Okay. Ooh, 2019, no dollar discovery. Oh, you go third 2000 the hunt, and again, not a mule error. But hey, 3 2000 coins in one hunt when I haven't seen a 2000 coin in about 4 weeks is pretty good. Even if they're not a mule. Not much happening there. Hello, Sir Henry. Nope. Throwing coins around again. At least I haven't dropped any yet tonight. He said as he promptly goes and drops some, jinxing himself. No. Okay, 85. I think these $1 are like the 50 cents. You have something and then you have a long gap until the next thing. I want to say this is also very hit and miss. Not a lot coming out. Okay, dokie, what have we got? 4 rolls left. Will we find anything exciting? Anyone out there found anything good this week in $1 hunts? Had, as I said, good recording hunt this week, which will come out in a couple of weeks. A lot of corporate stuff on there. Is that? Nope, just dirt. Actually, 3 cut error coins in that episode. My luck with the Spuru continues on the recorded hunts. Just keep getting them. Just keep getting them. Keep looking like I'm getting them on these coins, but they're not. Bicentenary. No, that's just donation dollar. Happy there for a second. Those donation dollars sneak up on you, looking like they might be partnership, and then they turn into a donation dollar. Ugh, another dud roll. Seem to be having pretty rough luck tonight with these hunts. Pretty rough luck indeed. Okay, what have we got here? You are my 4th 2000 coin of the evening, and no mule. Oh, they're certainly giving me... Hello. There we go, 2016 Anzac coin. So that's 2 low minted Anzac coins on Anzac Day weekend. That is another brilliant find. I am quite happy with that. 2016, 2017 Anzacs. Not bad at all. No, that'll make you happy, Fox. I keep finding the Anzac coins. I know you're a fan of them. low mintage ones. Oh, we've got an NFIC in IFC, non-intended for circulation. This is the, what's that, 2006? This is the 50th anniversary of television, is it? It's very grubby. Let's say, I'm going to put that under magnification. It's that grubby. Yes, 50 years. 50 years of the television. That is a lovely coin. Very nice indeed. There we go. It's not in the best condition, but for a coin which shouldn't be in circulation, it is definitely a winner. Got a couple of these in mint cards. Just double check this. Does this have a... Oh, there we go. It's a privy marked one. Just drop you over there. There you go. It's got the M for Melbourne privy mark on it. So that makes that an even better find. The ones I have in mint condition cards have the Canberra mint mark. I think one of them's got the Brisbane mint mark as well, but that's my first one for Melbourne mint mark, so I am more than happy with that. That is a very, very wonderful find indeed. So there we go. Apparently, there are needles in the haystack when you hunt through coin rolls from NAB. We found some pretty good stuff tonight. Pretty good stuff indeed. We've still got 2 rolls left after this, so still plenty of chances, like this one, which is the rotation error chance. No. Do we need to find a decent rotation error? Washing with soap and water, I shall do that. Wisey, I shall do that. See if I can get rid of that off there. Oh, 2004, it's got a partial offset strike, but not enough to be worth keeping. Well, now, will we find anything in these last 2 rolls? Definitely, that was a very, very nice roll. I think that roll had both the 2016 Anzac and the television coin in it. All right, can we get anything else in these last 2 rolls? Given us plenty of options for the 2000 mule era, but none of them been it so far. $1. 2020, another option on the Qantas, another definitive. 2001, another rotation chance. I'm glad that one's not a rotation with all that verdigris on it. That would be quite annoying if it was rotated. And 2001, here we go, another rotation error. Nope. Okay, what have we got here? Nothing there. A couple of nice shiny ones coming up, but they look like they're 2005s. No mob of 6 roos yet today. 99, that'll be International Year of the Old Persons. No cut error. So Charles showing up again. There's the 2001 Volunteers, International Year of Volunteers coin. 6 million minted on that one, so it's highly minted in my book, but only just. Okay, nothing on that one. We are moving into the final roll. Will we have any last roll luck? Will we find anything which trumps what we've already found? Or even matches what we've already found? Take a match and find. No rotation error. 2002 Outback. interesting enough, I think, thinking about it as I'm sitting here, the only two 2026 Mob of Six Roofs I've found have come from ANZ. I don't think Westpac has provided any, and NAB certainly hasn't provided any so far, so I know it's complete random because they all come from the same Armour Guard facility, but it's interesting how different banks get different coins. Here we go, there's another 2003 Australian Volunteers low mintage. That's equal. Ooh, someone's run that over. Wow, what have we got here? Nope, and finishing off with an APEC coin, nothing there. So we have had a good night. We've got AFL 2023, we've got the 2016 and 2017 Anzac coins. They're on screen, Those two Australia's Volunteers, that television coin. We've finished off book number 2 with the Western Australian 50 cent. Let me pop that over that side. This is the 2024 with that CUD era, and this is at 1969 with the planchet failure. So it has been a damn good hunt, if I do say so myself. As always, you guys will see me on Tuesday night for the Tuesday morning for the 50 cent coin hunt, Thursday for the $1 hunt, $2 hunt on Friday. I'll be back live next Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's 9:30 a.m. UTC. Work that out in your own time zone. I will see you then. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for joining. I will see you later. Goodbye.